I am truly humbled and honored to be a part of the Blake Hall of Fame class of 2024. My 30 years of coaching the boys tennis and approximately 15 of being head and assistant for the girls brought many victories and successes, both in the team and individual honors. My actual connection with the Blake program goes back even farther. During my over 20 years as a tennis professional at Woodhill Country Club, I was blessed with teaching many talented players who went on to become very successful Blake Bears. Louis McKee, Kelly Morrison, Kate Jackson, Robert and Laura Keith, to name a few. Most years, the teams were comprised of at least half Woodhill players, so I had followed the teams closely many years before becoming the head coach. Teaching and coaching have always been a gift and a true passion of mine. Coaching at Blake gave me an opportunity to balance my work and business with my true love of coaching. I was very fortunate. All through my years, we were able to field excellent teams and achieved many conference, sections, and state titles. But what was most important to me was winning the right way and creating a team culture of bonding, togetherness, paying it forward, and internal leadership. Tennis is unique in that it is an individual sport other than the high school season. Players needed to leave their egos at the door and take pride in their part in creating a solid team with depth. Drills were built around having the better players and captains directly engaged with other players to help everyone improve daily. The first day of practice would see a captain or even a returning state champion ask a middle schooler to warm up with them. It was the best day of their lives. If you want a program of integrity, honesty, sportsmanship, and respect for teammates and opponents, it must begin with you. Be open and honest with all players. Care about each other. I never believed in having a lineup whereby a player or two would be placed in a non-competitive situation in a match or stacking so that the team might be able to win. We always won the right way and could be proud of all the victories and that everyone was a part of it. Helping all players improve on and off the court was the priority. Being good sports, good winners, and good losers, learning to believe in their abilities and trusting themselves under pressure, playing within themselves and evaluating their performances realistically. With 45 seasons of coaching, there are many, many stories to tell, but I'm going to cut it down to 2. I learned early on that students at Blake were very worldly, especially when it came to beer. We played Eden Prairie, we're 3-3 in matches, and I have 2 sophomores playing at third doubles in the deciding match. Coaches can only coach on changeover, and we had just gone ahead 5-4 and were serving for the match, and I instructed them to play Australian doubles in the ad court, which tennis players know it would cut off their cross court. We play an I formation because their player couldn't hit a ball down the line with the backhand. Our guys did it the first 2 times. It worked perfectly. We're up 40-15, and for some reason, at 40-30 match point, they go back to regular formation. Eden Prairie rips a cross-court backhand, back to deuce. Our players go crazy. Coach, you have to tell him, you have to tell him. I said, I can't coach him, guys. At which point, our players yell down to our guys and say, Fosters, baby, come on, guys, Fosters. Let's do Fosters. The guys looked up at my players, smiled, went to Australian, served to the backhand, and we won the match. I really was excited, but I'm not quite sure how excited I was that my 2 sophomores knew that Foster's was an Australian beer. My other story is what made me be a coach, and it also shows the culture of the Blake tennis program. We played Edison, first round of sections. Their coach came up to me before the match and said, Coach, you probably don't remember me, but you are the reason why I became a teacher and a coach. I played for Redwood Falls 9 years ago in the state tournament. It was our first trip to the state. Blake's players were so respectful and sportsmanship was excellent, and we were in awe of not only their tennis talent, but also what great people they were. Coach, you came up to me and you told me about my tennis ability, how I could improve, and I never ever forgot it. You changed my life with that. We played Edison. Their number 2 singles broke a string and they do not have a second racket. My player comes up to the fence and says, "Coach, can I give him one of my rackets so he can play?" Our player loaned him one of his rackets so he could finish the match. The Edison players were so thankful and appreciative of that. Afterward, our Blake captains decided that they would like to go out into the community, and they found 27 rackets that they were able to donate to the Edison tennis program. Edison players were so appreciative, and the Edison team came and watched us at individuals and state and cheered us on. To me, that's what sports is all about. The most important part of it is, as a coach, being nice. It sounds like a tiny thing to you, but you never know how big an impact it can have on another person. This story is a great example of that. Thanks to all the ADs who always supported me. Thanks to all the players for allowing me to be a small part of their growth as tennis players and human beings. Thank you to my family for allowing me to pursue my dream. And finally, thanks to all the parents for your support of your players and us as coaches, allowing us to be a small part of your family. I was very blessed to be a part of the Blake family for all these years.